Welcome to the Bible Reading Journey, where we are traveling from Genesis to Revelation. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're just joining us, welcome to the journey. And just jump in where we are because it's never too late to start. Lighthouse Ministry is happy to be traveling this road with you. Today we are on day number 145 of the Bible Reading Journey. And today's reading itinerary is the book of Job, chapters 25 through 28. You might want to pause here and first dive into today's reading for yourself. Then join us back here for thoughts about today's journey. Today's journey is titled Bildad and Zophar Silenced at the Third Debate. The outline of the book of Job is in your text notes to help us guide us on this journey. And in this journey through the book of Job for quite a while, we have been in section 2 of the outline, the search for why there is suffering. And in this section, we are on C2 of the outline. Chapter 25, Bildad's third so-called counsel, or better described as verbal attack. Each time Bildad has argued against Job, he has had less and less to say, as we see his words decreasing here. He speaks some truth about how big and great God is, but he applies it as a weapon for harm rather than a balm for healing. And then in chapters 26 through 28, we read Job's response. Job may not know why this is happening to him, but he does know his God. In the midst of suffering, depression, and persecution, Job does not waver in his faith. He agrees with Bildad that God is great, but he argues that he is even greater than they can understand. He eloquently describes God as powerful, just, and wise. Job's friends try to force feed their so-called wise counsel. Job knows the true source of wisdom. Job describes wisdom as more valuable than gold, silver, crystal, rubies, and more jewels, as you can see in chapter 28, verse 15 through 18. He describes the fruitless search for wisdom and that it cannot be found or purchased. In chapter 28, verse 23, we read, God alone understands the way to wisdom. The thought from the day comes from Job 28:28, today's reading, the last verse in today's reading. The fear of the Lord is true wisdom. To forsake evil is real understanding. Our challenge of the day and our memory verse of the day is going to come from Proverbs 2. Our challenge of the day is Proverbs 2, verses 1 through 5. My son, if you accept my words and store up my commands within you, turning your ear to wisdom, and applying your heart to understanding. Indeed, if you cry aloud for understanding, and if you look for it as for silver, and search for it as for hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. And we continue on to the next verse for our memory verse of the day. Verse 6 of Proverbs 2. For the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth come knowledge and understanding. The text notes contain information on how to find us on YouTube, Facebook, and email. Happy travels today. See you next time. This is Lisa at Lighthouse. God bless.